good morning and welcome. You're watching Sabha TV. This is Breakfast News. I'm Rajya. Let's have a look at the top headlines. Voting underway for fifth phase of election in Uttar Pradesh. 51 seats spread across 11 districts voting. Gujarat ATS arrests 2 suspected ISIS operatives. Duo allegedly planning serial blast at religious sites. Security at Somnath temple tightened. "18 people arrested in connection with recruitment racket in the army following leak of question paper. 350 students questioned after raids in Maharashtra and Goa. Army orders internal probe. Bihar IAS Officer Association meets the governor, demands a CBI probe into Staff Selection Commission's chairman's arrest. Says they won't comply with any instructions even from the Chief Minister's office unless given in written. And the Oscar Awards 2017 is underway. Mahershala Ali bags Best Supporting Actor Award for Moonlight, Viola Davis bags Best Supporting Actress trophy for Fences. Let's have a look at the top headlines in elections in verdict 2017. Now, top story, polling is underway for 51 constituencies spread across 11 districts in Uttar Pradesh today in the fifth phase of the elections. The districts spread across Awadh and eastern region include Amethi, Sultanpur, Faizabad, Barabanki, Ambedkar Nagar and Bahraich. Polling was to be held in 52 assembly seats, but due to death of Samajwadi Party candidate, voting in Alapur has been postponed to March 9th. Elaborate security arrangements are in place to ensure smooth polling. A total of 608 candidates, including 40 women, are in fray. More than 1 crore 81 lakh eligible electorates, including over 3 lakh first-time voters, youth will decide the political fate of the contestants. BSP has fielded its nominee in all 51 segments, while BJP is in contest in 50 seats. Party has left 1 seat for its ally Apna Dal. Samajwadi Party nominees are in fray from 43 constituencies, and its ally Congress is contesting in 14 seats. In the previous elections in 2012, the ruling Samajwadi Party had won 37 seats out of 52, including Alapur. The BJP and Congress had won 5 seats each, while BSP had won 3 and the Peace Party had won 2 seats. Also, the Indo-Nepal border in districts like Bahraich have been sealed as part of elaborate security arrangement for this phase. Also, sensitive and critical polling stations have been identified, and central paramilitary forces are engaged in conducting flag march to instill a sense of security among electorates. Over 1,600 hamlets and over 2,300 polling stations have been identified as sensitive and critical. Arrangements have been made at 1,792 polling stations for webcasting of poll process. For more, we have with us Rajya Sabha TV Shyam Sundar. Shyam, thanks for joining us. Elaborate security arrangement in this particular phase. What do you see around you? Has the security arrangements helping voters to turn out in large numbers?
Well, security arrangements are there, and apart from security arrangements, VPAT machines are used here in Faizabad, in Ayodhya constituency, and 1 engineer per machine is appointed, because if there is any problem in that machine, so immediately engineers can sort it out, and then administration has 12% backup. Generally, local administration has told us that generally they keep 2% machines. In case of any trouble in machines, they can change the machines, but here in Faizabad district they have 12% machines as backup, and you can see behind me that in large number voters have come out for the voting. From 7 o'clock itself, voters are coming on the polling booths, and there are booth level officers, police officers and other officials helping voters to cast their vote. So everything is going smooth as of now, and till 10 o'clock when I'm talking to you, more than 50% voters have casted their vote in Ayodhya constituency.
Shyam, thanks. You show us those visuals. I was also just going to reports that this phase in particular has a lot of youth voters. So what do you see around you? Are you seeing a lot of youths coming out in flocks and voting where you are standing in Faizabad polling station?
Definitely, you can see, again, I'll take you to the queue. There are youth in large numbers, and when I was talking to youth voters, they talk about employment, they talk about local issues also, but for youth, employment is a big issue, and they say that when they are going to vote, their vote will be decided by this issue. That issue will be on the top of their mind when they are going to cast their vote.
Right. Thanks, Shyam. So employment, besides local issues, are the prominent agenda among the voters in this election. Correspondent Panchanan Mishra, who's in Bahrain, sent us this report a short while back.
Polling for the fifth phase is continue. In this phase, there are 51 seats under Eastern UP in Awadh and Eastern UP region. And we are here at one of the polling station in Bahrain city. We will talk to some of the voters on which line they are voting and what they want to their leaders. आप ये बताएं किस आधार पर आप लोग वोट कर रहे हैं, नेताओं से क्या उम्मीदें रखते हैं?
हम लोग तो अपने नेताओं से बहुत उम्मीद रखते हैं कि हमारे गलियों की रोडें और नालियां वगैरह वगैरह अन्य चीजें भी तरक्की पे आएं और उनका सुधार करें।
भाई साहब, क्या मुद्दा चल रहा है बताइए, कोई विकास की बात हो रही है?
विकास तो बहुत हुआ है, विकास तो बहुत होना है, बाकी अभी कुछ तो है ही है।
मुद्दा क्या है? विकास की बातें सब लोग कर रहे हैं, सारे नेता।
बिल्कुल विकास चाहिए बस।
Development is a core issue on which the peoples are voting. We will talk to some of the lady voters also. आप ये बताएं, आप लोग वोट डालने आए हैं, क्या सोचकर डालते हैं वोट, किस आधार पर अपने नेताओं को चुनना चाहते हैं?
वोट डालना तो एक हमारा जन्म से अधिकार है ही है और डालना ही चाहिए। ऊपर ये हम लोग चाहते हैं कि महिलाओं की सुरक्षा हो, बहुजन विकास हो, पूरा देश का विकास हो और साथ साथ जो लेडीज हैं उनके लिए भी आगे बढ़ने के रास्ते खोले जाएं, उनकी नौकरियां हों, सुरक्षित हों, बस यही चाहते हैं।
You can see the development and also the security to women is also an issue in this Bahrain seat, and it's not an issue in this Bahrain seat, it's entirely in this Uttar Pradesh election. We witness these type of issues also. But this is a very crucial phase, crucial fifth phase for all the political parties, including BJP, Samajwadi Party, Congress, Gabanda or BSP, because the Muslim voters turnout is very important for all the political parties. In Bahrain, with Kamran Sushil Kumar, this is Panchanan Mishra for Rajya Sabha TV.
Thanks, Panchanan. That was a report from Bahrain where he was taking us through the agendas and what voters are feeling about the election. Now, campaigning for the remaining two phases of elections in UP will continue today. Prime Minister will address a rally today afternoon at Mau and for the sixth phase of elections. Congress Vice President Rahul Gandhi will address 3 rallies in Devariya, Maharajganj and Gorakhpur districts that will also go polls in the next phase on March 4th. Akhilesh Yadav will hold 7 rallies today, 1 in Devariya and 6 rallies in Gorakhpur. Union Home Minister Rajnath Singh will hold meetings in Salimpur, Mirzapur and Badhoi that will vote in the upcoming 2 phases. The Election Commission has written to all political parties to exercise restraint while campaigning. In this letter, the poll body has said that inflammatory statements are being made by some leaders with underlying object of mixing religion with the election campaign. The letter also said that past advisories are not having a desired result. The poll watchdog said some of the statements were made from the places where the model code of conduct is not in force, urging parties to reverse the trend. The Commission said such speeches indicate an unhealthy trend which is a cause of concern. The Commission's reminder comes despite recent landmark ruling. The Supreme Court has said that no politicians can seek votes in the name of caste, creed or religion. Let's go for a very short break. More news on the other side.
Harappan sites are a treasure trove of sophisticated pottery. These creations show tremendous advances by the potter's wheel. Creations like the perforated jar, the copper axe, the chisel and knives astound even present-day archaeologists. Figurines depicting yoga poses, chess pieces display a complexity unsurpassed even by later-day civilizations, all of which make the Harappan civilization truly unique.
Welcome back. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed the nation through his monthly Mann Ki Baat radio program. In Sunday's address, the Prime Minister spoke on a range of issues from ISRO's historic record-breaking launch of 104 satellites in the single rocket and the need and importance of science, among others. He said India needs more scientists to harness technology for the benefit of common man, while hailing the scientific community for record launch. Simultaneously, he noted that one of the satellites launched by PSLV is Cartosat 2D, which has become operational and is expected to be of great help in mapping resources and infrastructure and planning of urban development. He also spoke about the promotion and popularity of digital transactions. In his over 30-minute address, the Prime Minister also lauded the role of farmers for record production of food grains this year.
Very intently and monitoring the launch.
एक साथ 104 सैटेलाइट्स को अंतरिक्ष में भेजकर इतिहास रचने वाला भारत दुनिया का पहला देश बन गया। और ये भी खुशी की बात है कि यह लगातार 38वां PSLV का सफल लॉन्च है। यह न केवल इसरो के लिए बल्कि पूरे भारत के लिए एक ऐतिहासिक उपलब्धि है। हमारे लिए ये भी एक खुशी बात है कि इस सारे अभियान का नेतृत्व हमारे युवा वैज्ञानिक, हमारी महिला वैज्ञानिक उन्होंने किया है। मैं देशवासियों की तरफ से इसरो के वैज्ञानिकों को बहुत बहुत बधाई देता हूं। आम जनता के लिए, राष्ट्र की सेवा के लिए अंतरिक्ष विज्ञान को लाने के अपने ऑब्जेक्टिव को वे सदैव बना रखा है।
Security has been beefed up Somnath temple after Gujarat ATS arrested 2 people for alleged links with the ISIS on Sunday. The 2 were arrested from Rajkot and Bhavnagar. They've been identified as brothers Wasim and Naeem Ramodia. Police say they also recovered materials for making bombs from them, including 19-gram gunpowder and batteries. 2 terror suspects were allegedly planning a bomb blast in Chotila Mandir near Rajkot. ATS was keeping a watch on both of them since last 1.5 years. According to police, they were in contact with IS through Twitter and Facebook accounts.
हमारी एटीएस की टीम ने राजकोट से 2 एक्यूज को अरेस्ट किया है। एक का नाम है वसीम आरिफ रामोड़िया और दूसरा का नाम है नईम आरिफ रामोड़िया। दोनों भाई है। अभी एक धार्मिक स्थान पर वो अटैक करने वाले थे, वो इंफॉर्मेशन हमें मिली और इनके पास से हमने वर्कआउट किया तो टाइमली हमने ऑपरेशन करके इनको पकड़ लिया है।
Finance Minister Arun Jaitley has blamed an alliance of subversion for university campus violence that has emerged across India. The Finance Minister, who was invited a visit to United Kingdom, gave a statement while addressing South Asia Centre of the London School of Economics. He was asked about his stand on the classification of the term anti-national and the clashes between the left-affiliated ISA and ABVP supporters in Ramjas College in Delhi last week. He also underlined that there can be ideological differences, but free speech doesn't permit one to assault the sovereignty of the country. That comment drew widespread criticism from opposition parties. Campus row at Ramjas College has been a focal point since last week when violent crashes broke out between BJP-backed ABVP and left-backed ISA. The Thane police have claimed to have busted a recruitment racket in the army following leak of question papers of the examination conducted by Army Recruitment Board. Following a tip-off about the offence, the Thane City Police conducted raids at various places and arrested 18 people since last night from Nasik, Pune and Nagpur in Maharashtra and Goa. They also took custody of nearly 350 students from Maharashtra and Goa. The recruitment examination was slated to be held today across the country. According to police, students were allegedly given the exam papers by those who run various coaching classes, and some army employees were to write the answers in lodges and other places. The students were also supposed to pay rupees 2 lakh each to the accused for the leaked exam papers. The army has ordered an internal inquiry into the matter.
डायरेक्टर जनरल आर्मी रिक्रूटमेंट बोर्ड है, उनके ऑफिसर्स और मिलिट्री इंटेलिजेंस के सीनियर ऑफिसर्स के साथ में ये इन्फॉर्मेशन शेयर की गई। ईमेल से उनके साथ में संपर्क प्रस्तावित करके जो पेपर्स हमें मिले थे वो पेपर्स भी उनको ईमेल किए गए और एक्चुअली जब एग्जाम हुई तो एग्जाम में जो पेपर आया था वो आए थे वो पेपर्स और जो ये लोगों के पास में कल रात आज रात को मिले थे, अर्ली मॉर्निंग मिले थे, वो पेपर्स बिल्कुल एक जैसे निकले।
Now, the IAS Officer Association in Bihar met the Bihar Governor Ram Nath Govind and submitted a resolution demanding a CBI probe into the arrest of Bihar Staff Selection Commission Chairman Sudhir Kumar in connection with the paper leak scam. The extraordinary general body meeting of the association held on Sunday was attended by 110 officers in which they demanded Kumar's immediate release. The delegation submitted a resolution to the Governor Govind, who assured a quick look into the matter. The association had also demanded a CBI probe into the matter, ensuring an independent and fair probe. A copy of the resolution will also be submitted to the Chief Minister Nitish Kumar. The resolution said that association will not comply with any instructions coming from high office, including the office of Chief Minister, unless it's given in writing. Sudhir Kumar, a senior IAS officer who headed Bihar's Staff Selection Commission, was arrested on Friday for the leak of question papers in the recruitment examination conducted earlier this month. An SIT probe into the leak is underway.
अरेस्टिंग किस परिस्थिति में किया जाना चाहिए, कैसे किया जाना चाहिए, इस पर हम लोग का पहले भी वो प्रश्न चिन्ह रहा है और जो जितेंद्र गुप्ता के मामले में जो हम लोग का व्यू पॉइंट था उसको हाई कोर्ट ने भी वर्चुअली माना, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने भी माना। तो हम लोग का यही कहना था कि भाई इस तरह के मामले में जहां आपको मालूम है कि कोऑपरेशन हो रहा है, आपको जो सूचनाएं चाहिए, जो इन्फॉर्मेशन चाहिए वो मिल रही हैं और कोई कौन नहीं कर रहा है और मतलब उस तरह की कोई परिस्थिति उत्पन्न नहीं हो रही है, तो आप इन्वेस्टिगेशन करें, लेकिन कोई आवश्यक नहीं कि हर एक इन्वेस्टिगेशन में हर एक व्यक्ति के अरेस्टिंग ही किया जाए।
A look at what else is making news across the country nationwide. The Indian Navy's annual theatre-level readiness and operational exercise for Tropics was conducted on Western Seaboard from 24th Jan till 23rd Feb. The month-long exercise saw participation of over 45 ships from both the Eastern and Western commands of the Indian Navy, including aircraft carriers INS Vikramaditya among other Navy's might. The exercise, in complete coordination with the Army and Air Force, was conducted in phases to test the various facets of war fighting and joint combat capabilities of the armed forces to respond to the given threat situation. A youth who was among the 17 missing persons from Kerala and suspected to have joined the terror outfit IS has been reportedly killed. One of the relatives of the missing persons received a WhatsApp message saying he was martyred, but there was no official confirmation so far. NIA has been probing the case of the missing youth who had left the state and joined ISIS. The Jat community observed Black Day across Haryana on Sunday amid tight security arrangements. The agitation passed off peacefully. Traffic on Hisar-Rewari rail route was disrupted for some time. A large number of protesters, including women and children, participated in dharnas with black ribbons, turbans and caps and armbands to show their resentment against the government towards their demand. Time for a short break. More international news on the other side.
The Harappan period is also called the Bronze Era. Extensive collection from the era shows the Indus artists were not only well versed in techniques of metallurgy, but also innovations in dance and performing arts. This is best seen in the famous Mohenjo-daro relic, the Indus dancing girl. No less impressive is the man drawing a bullock cart depicting agriculture activities. Bronze elephants, on the other hand, show domesticated animals used for transport.
Welcome back. Foreign Secretary S. Jaishankar will visit United States from Tuesday this week. During his visit, the key bilateral issues, including India's concern over the possible clampdown on H-1B visas and safety of Indians, are expected to be taken up. According to authorities concerned, Jaishankar will also be holding talks on regional and international issues of mutual interest and senior members of US President Donald Trump's administration during his 4-day visit. Jaishankar is also likely to meet Speaker of the House of Representatives Paul Ryan and minority leaders Nancy Pelosi. On the H-1B visa issues, India's view that Indian IT companies were contributing to the American company by increasing the competitiveness of the firms will also be conveyed. Meanwhile, the recent killing of the Indian engineer in the apparent hate crime incident in Kansas City is also expected to figure during discussions. On Sunday is India's envoy to the United States, Navtej Sarna, met Donald Trump along with his counterparts from other countries at the White House. This was the first meeting of top Indian diplomat with Trump after he was sworn in as US President on January 20th. The body of Srinivas Kuchibhotla, killed by American in the bar of Kansas City, is expected to arrive in Hyderabad this evening. Kuchibhotla's wife Sunaina Dumala and his brother are accompanying the body. 32-year-old Kuchibhotla and his friend Alok Reddy Madasani were shot by Adam Puritan, who allegedly shouted, "Get out of my country," and called them terrorists before shooting them. Kuchibhotla died of bullet injuries in the hospital, while Alok Madasani was critically injured. Authorities are investigating whether the killing was hate crime. Earlier on Saturday, K. Tarak Ram Rao, Minister of NRI Affairs of Telangana, visited the house of Srinivas and consoled the grieving family members. The TMC also led dozens of people in holding candlelight vigil in Kolkata to seek justice for Kuchibhotla. The White House has dismissed suggestion that US President Donald Trump's rhetoric may have been responsible for the attack. Meanwhile, Kansas attack survivor Alok Madasani has made a plea for tolerance. Now, US President Donald Trump will not be attending the White House Correspondents Association's annual dinner. With this decision, he becomes the first US president to skip the gala event in decades. Trump conveyed his decision on Twitter, wishing everyone well and great evening. The decision comes in the backdrop of his raging tiff with the media. The event raises money for journalism scholarships and takes place every spring. It's usually attended by the president, journalists, celebrities, and Washington insiders. Trump's announcement came a day after the White House excluded several major broadcasters and newspapers like the New York Times, CNN, and BBC from the off-camera press briefing. Richard Nixon was the last president to simply skip the event, doing so in 1972. Pakistan has said that it has eliminated 4 terrorists and detained 600 terror suspects as part of its nationwide military operation against terrorists. Pakistan has said that successes have been achieved during over 200 search operations in the Punjab province under the Operation Radul Fasad, launched last week. The operation was launched after a wave of suicide attacks that killed more than 125 people, including 91 at Sufi Shrine in Sindh. An important part of the operation was deployment of paramilitary rangers in Punjab province to counter terrorism. The operation is aimed at eliminating the residual and latent threat of terrorism, consolidating gains of operations made so far, and ensuring security of Pakistan's border. The more international news in World Wrap. Informal talks scheduled for next week between US officials and North Korean delegation have been cancelled. This after Trump administration withdrew its initial approval of the North Koreans' visas. Withdrawals of visas came hours after Malaysian government announced that a Navy agent was used to assassinate Kim Jong-nam, the estranged brothers of North Korean leaders Kim Jong-un at Malaysian airport. The back-channel talks were to be held in New York between the US experts and 6-member team of North Koreans. Navy Chief Admiral Sunil Lamba held extensive talks with the top brass of UAE's defense establishment and explored ways to bolster strategic partnership between the two navies. The talks focused on enhancing current level cooperation between the naval forces of the two countries and boosting overall strategic confident ties. Thousands of people have marched in Moscow to remember Russia's opposition leader Boris Nemtsov, who was shot dead outside the Kremlin in 2015. Nemtsov, a reformer Democrat and former Deputy Prime Minister, was fierce critic of present President Vladimir Putin. 5 Chechen men are on trial for the killing. They deny the charges. And before we wrap up, a big Oscar night is on, and the first big winner for the night has been announced. Mahershala Ali made history by becoming the first Muslim to win an acting Oscar award. He bagged the Best Supporting Actor trophy for his movie Moonlight. Ali is 43-year-old and his riveting turn as an emphatic drug dealer who takes a fatherless young boy under his wing in the movie won him award. Dev Patel lost out in this category. Actress Viola Davis bagged the Best Supporting Actress award for forceful portrayal of Rose Maxson in the movie revival of August Wilson's play Fences. The La La Land has also bagged several awards: Best Director, Best Cinematography, Best Production Design and the Best Original Music Score.
As interesting as you are, what are you going to do? I have my own club.
Is that going to happen every time?
That's it for now. Keep watching Rajya Sabha TV.